about to tell you some shit I ain't never told nobody.
For everybody that's probably just not tuning in, right now we in session. It's a cigar session. I like to smoke cigars, and then whenever y'all ask me questions, I like to say who the person is, the sender of the question or the requester of the question or the questioner, whatever you want to say, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to give you my response to it or what my response should be. But as far as you can see, you know, I'm an ambiance type of person. I love fly shit, and, you know, this is some fly shit. Alright, this come from Darius Lullin. I hope I said your name right. It say, I just got two questions. First, how did you start rapping and what was your inspiration to begin? Second, what would it take for you to run for government? Because I've watched a lot of your interviews and such, and I believe that you can do more for the world than just give us amazing music. That's raw. What made me start rapping? All right, when I was in the 8th grade, I went to a school called Kenilworth Middle School, and I used to always write raps down. That was a form of venting for me. Like whenever I would go through something and I couldn't voice my opinion, being that I was so young, felt like nobody would be receptive to what I had to say or what I was going through, or I would write it down. And to be honest with you, I was afraid to even try to let somebody hear my music because I was so afraid of what they may think of me. But my wife was the one that told me, Kevin, you got something. You need to pursue a career in this. And we started. She believed in me. So that was the push that I needed to keep going. And I say this, my first show that I ever did, I choked up. I forgot all my words. I felt so embarrassed. That's when I realized you might know the words to the song in the car, but when you get on stage and you got 1 million people looking up at you, it's easy to forget those words. So you have to rehearse until it becomes second nature, until you could do it blindfolded, until you could do it in the dark room, until you could do it upside down, until you could do it jumping out of a plane. It just becomes second nature. And as far as me running for government or running for president, I don't think I'll make a good president. I believe that the greatest teachers, they teach without teaching. So what do I have to give the world besides great music? I can give the world myself. Me is better than anything on earth, as such as I'm giving myself now with my cigar sessions. Because I would do this shit in private. But you know, I'm allowing viewers to see like how I like the vibe, and I'm sharing my thoughts with people. So I guess I am changing the world without trying to change the world. Give me the next question. Oh, I like this. Nap King. It's just so short. How do you know how to carry yourself so well and keep your head cool? How do you know the real from the fake? What makes a man? How does a man live? Let me see. How does a man live? Fools do what they want, and men do what they must. That's it. How do I know the real from the fake? Real people do real things. Fake people do fake things. I mean, point blank, I mean, it's simple. Keep living. Y'all don't laugh at what I got on. You heard me? I just got on a lit thermal. You know, I got on a lit thermal, some lit gray thermals, and I put on a lit, what would you call this? A pea coat, a trench coat, whatever you call it. I just put on a little long coat because it's cold up here. Jashonda Scott, when I was listening to your interview, you said something like, one way you saw your greatness was when you realized that your karma comes back to you instantly. Even if you litter, something happens to you later and that day. And I have always witnessed that about myself. I could never do anything out of my character. I pay for it instantly, even when I was wronged. But anyway, the question is, what helped you gain the self-control once you realized that in life or in relationships? And how do you refrain from being hard on yourself through the process? I'm going to be honest with you, love. I'm going to continue to be hard on myself. I'm going to always be hard on myself so the world can't be hard on me. I'm going to always analyze my actions. I'm going to always think about the things I said or think about what I say before I say it. You know, sometimes I used to be like, man, I'm going to tell the truth, you know, and I don't care what nobody think about it. But sometimes my truth may not be interpreted as truth by other people, and they may get offended. And you never want somebody to get so offended with you that they develop larceny in their heart for you. And when I say larceny in their heart, they just want to see something bad happen to you no matter what it is. So a brother told me one day that sometimes telling the truth out of season is worse than telling a lie. So some people not ready for the truth. You know, I'll say that. And then what makes me govern myself? That's my prayer every day. Oh Allah, allow me to govern this thing with power, class, and authority in all of my endeavors. Hope I answered your question. Melly Mitz. Melly MTZ. I don't know how to spell it. Please don't. Do you want more kids? I love you, Gates. All right. I'm going to say this. I love you also. And if it be the will of Allah for me to have more children, then I want more children. If it's not the will of Allah for me to have more children, then I don't want more children. But I would love to have more children. And more cars and more everything. I would love to have more everything, more blessings. I feel like I can't get enough. I would love to have more and more blessings. But you know, not at the sacrifice of me sacrificing what I stand for. Never. My moral compass won't allow me to do certain things. And if I have to go against my moral compass, my morals and principles that I stand on to obtain these things, then they're not meant for me to have. Fuck it. Candy B. LOL. Is your dick really that big? I'm gonna say this. And I just say this because, you know, I never had a woman ask me this. When I talk about my dick being big, you know, I'm going to say this. It's decent. You know what I'm saying? Because I never look at it as really being ginormous because I am the owner of it. So, you know, I've never had any complaints, and anybody that I've ever been with, they tell me they feel that dick in their stomach. I hope I answered your question. I mean, it's decent. It's nothing to brag about, though I brag about it a lot. Hey, I'm proud of it. Hey, please forgive me because I'm not sorry. I like short questions. Why mainly, Chris and Charlene, why mainly your songs only relatable for males? Some of us females go through what men with big hearts go through as well. Well, baby, if you do go through what men go through as well, then you can live vicariously through my music. Just take the dick off and put a pussy on that bitch and relate it to yourself. Hey, some questions don't need to be asked, but hey, I'll entertain it. Hey, fuck it. Next question. I don't know how to. A Diesel Beats. What was going through your mind when you wrote Wrong Love? That song hit close to home. Beloved, you asked me what was going through my mind when I made the song. Everything I said on the goddamn song. That's what was going through my mind when I made the song. Danae Myers, what are you looking forward to the most in 2019? Shit. Before I had started my cigar session, I was in here making out a wish list. Cause it's a lot of shit that I'm wishing to take place. And there's a lot of shit that's going to take place. 2019 is gonna be my biggest year yet. You know, I'm an incredible artist, you know. I'm an incredible father, I'm an incredible husband, I'm an incredible family man. I mean, you know, I love God. I'm going to the next level. I'm evolving. I mean, it's only gonna get better from here. Colin Bailey, how do you stay so positive when things are always crashing down? I like that question. Well, I believe that you are what you attract. And I believe that if you have a negative day and you allow yourself to become negative, then you will attract nothing but negativity. If you're having a positive day and one negative thing takes place, look at it as a test. Look at it as a fight. You fought negativity. Positivity always wins. And you'll attract more positivity because you overcame a negative test that really wasn't shit. I feel like we build it sometimes. And when I say build it, I'm talking about we build shit up to be more than what it is. And that shit don't really be shit. Next question. Anaya Martin, how are you Muslim, but you're always talking about God in your music? I thought that Muslims' religion is Islam and that y'all pray to Allah, no disrespect. Nah, love, it's no disrespect. I don't take it as disrespect, but when we, as Muslims, we speak Arabic, Arabi. And when we speak Arabic, we call God Allah. Even people, Christians, Jews, Muslims that live in Bethlehem, like the brother Muqtabil, he said that they all call God Allah in Arabic. The people who speak Arabic, there are Christians that speak Arabic, there are Jews that speak Arabic, and Muslims that speak Arabic, and they all call God Allah. Such as if you was to call God Jehovah. We believe that God has the most beautiful names. But in Arabic, because our prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, sallallahu wasallam, may peace be upon him, we believe that because he spoke Arabic, we try to be like our prophet that spoke Arabic. As far as people say that we are Muslims and we don't believe in Jesus Christ, we believe in Jesus Christ. He was one of the greatest Muslims ever. We believe in him. We love Jesus Christ. And a Muslim that says he does not love Jesus Christ, may peace be upon him, he is not a Muslim. So that is one of the greatest misconceptions ever. When we say Allah, it only means God. That's all it means. I hope I answered your question, baby. No disrespect. Okay, next question, let me see. Dating for basic women. Can I be your and your wife's unicorn? Waiting for some vanilla person to be like, what's that? Well, I know what a unicorn is, beloved. A unicorn is something special, something that's rare, something that you don't see every day. And I really doubt seriously that a unicorn will be asking a question to me. I'm not saying that you want a unicorn in your own right, but I think a unicorn would be busy being a unicorn. A unicorn wouldn't even give a fuck about Kevin Gates. So as far as you being my unicorn, if you have to ask to be, then you aren't prepared to be. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I don't go around and try to be Kevin Gates. I am Kevin Gates. Whoever doesn't like it, fuck them. Whoever loves it, hey, I love you, but hey, do you love Kevin Gates or do you love what I do? You know, and I ask myself these questions, you know what I'm saying? So as far as, like I say this, you may be a unicorn in your own right, a baby unicorn evolving into a mature unicorn. Or you may be a unicorn and not know that you're a unicorn yet, so you have to pretend to be a unicorn. but you may already be a unicorn. I think a unicorn should be busy being a unicorn. And whoever likes unicorns, they'll put the saddle on the unicorn and they'll ride the unicorn. If the unicorn chooses to be ridden. That's wrong. Dominique Perry, what's your favorite coffee? Black coffee. Dark coffee. Let me stop playing. All right, what's my favorite coffee? I like a dark bold roast in the morning times and during I guess the falling action of the day, like right after the climax. I like maybe a medium blend. Something you could read a book to, then after that go straight to sleep. It don't give you the jitters, Yeah, I guess. I never like a light blend. I think I'm more of I built up a tolerance because I drink so much coffee. I think I like a dark roast in the morning and maybe a medium blend in the afternoon. Next question.
No.
Ryan M. I'm a father, 27 of 3 girls, been charged with murder, 2 attempted murders, and more. White in Tennessee, 615, made it by selling and looking to better my family, but wondering what is your biggest fear and advice on how you can make it legally in life. My biggest fear, me because I'm Muslim, my biggest fear is Allah, God. And I feel that if I do something that is not pleasing in the eyesight of God, I will be punished. And then my other fear after that is being broke. I never want to be broke. That's why I work so hard, so that I can enjoy myself. Next question. Remy Cole, what keeps you motivated during dark times? Well, I gotta include my wife in this. I've had so many dark times that I learned that while you're going through it, it seems like it's the end of the world and it's never gonna get better. But then after you go through it, you look back and you be like, you know what? That small bit of darkness that I went through allowed me to appreciate the light even more. So anybody that's on the right path had to at one time be misguided and be on the wrong path in order to appreciate the right path. It's like daytime and nighttime. It's like rainy days and sunny days. I love to sleep during the rain, but I don't like to be out and about when it rains. But then when it's sunshining, I feel even better because, hey, shit, the sun out. I appreciate it more right after a good rain or right after a storm. I appreciate pleasant weather even more. So I look at it like that. Dark times don't last long. You know what I'm saying? Real people last long. And I'm built for it tough, so, I now learned that any dark time I'm in, it's more of an analyzing time. It's time for me to analyze the things that matter the most and don't matter the most. It's time for me to get rid of the things in my life that aren't making any sense in order for me to go to the next level. So I'm going through a shedding phase right now during this dark time, and I'll go to the next level. And I'll be even greater at that level than I was before. Like I said, this cigar session, and, y'all might turn this bitch on one day. I'm in here getting some pussy. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell it what you gonna see because I'm not about to just sit here and just answer questions. That ain't what the fuck I do. I'm trying to enjoy myself also, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might just have to watch me just sit here and just think. Who could guess what I'm laughing at? You know what I'm saying? I could think about some shit that went on with me and just be like, damn, that's funny. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind meditating, you heard me? You know, because I just be sometimes, I think the little thoughts and I be like, man, I remember that one time, bro. Did you? But I'm talking to myself. I'm like, man, you seen that? I'm like, yeah, I seen that. That was crazy. You know, Kevin turned back into Nebraska sometime, you know? Don't laugh at my haircut because I ain't got a haircut. I'm like one of them hoes when they take their wig off your hair, but they go to scratching their shit, patting, beating their braids in and shit, yeah, all that old shit, you know. But anyway, like I say, bro, I love y'all, bro. If y'all don't love me, hey, fuck you, I still love you, you know, regular shit. Man, just, and whatever you do in life, man, if it harms none, hey, do what makes you happy, you heard me? Man, pressure. Always keep it pressure. That was a commercial. That was a commercial, man. That was a commercial. Hey, that was a commercial. Drink, this bitch gonna be raw. Fuck you. Drink, this bitch gonna